This morning we got an emergency call from a tenant saying they think their house guest for the weekend must have dropped something in the toilet. They've already had a plumber out. They used a closet auger. They used a snake. They used a plunger and couldn't get the clog cleared. So when I get here, I'm just going to try a couple things. I figure something fell off the shelf above the toilet because they leave the seat open in this household. You know, that's how it goes. So first I'm trying to suck out whatever I can with a plunger. Tried to grab it a little bit with a HVAC brush, a condensate brush. And now I even have a wet vac with an attachment that gives me a good seal on the bottom of the bowl. Sometimes I can suck out whatever it is, especially if it hasn't passed over the top of the trap in the toilet. In this case, I can't get it, so my next plan of action is to empty the toilet, disconnect the supply line, and unmount the toilet from the floor, see if I can get the obstruction out from the bottom of the toilet. If I can't see it at the bottom, I'm going to have to try to push it up through the bowl. Sometimes when you get something caught in these toilets, they can go down, but they can't go down all the way, and it's really hard to hook them and get them up. But I have a great way to force them back up through the bowl, and I'll show you in just a minute. Here I am dismounting the toilet. We're going to have to replace a wax ring and the closet bolts at the same time. So I'm just going to clean off the old one right now so I don't have to do it later. Get that out of the way. And I'm just going to cover it so I don't kill myself with sewer gas. Then I'm going to lay down a tarp just to make sure I protect the floor and the toilet too. The last thing you want to do is chip or crack the porcelain of a toilet on porcelain tiles. So I'm just going to lay the toilet on its side now and take a look. See if I can see if there's an obstruction down here. Nothing I can see right away. I actually put my finger up there to see if I can feel anything. I couldn't feel anything. So we're going to bring out the Milwaukee M12 Air Snake and blast some air through here, and hopefully, if at first you don't succeed, try again. The goal here is to blast enough air quick enough that it will just dislodge the obstruction and push it back up through the bowl. Come on, third time is a charm. That was about 30 pounds of pressure, and I heard something clinking around. Oh, look what I got. Okay, people, stop brushing your teeth over the toilet. Come on. And if you drop a toothbrush in the toilet, please tell your hosts that you did, so they have an idea of what they're in for to get it unclogged. Would have made my life a lot easier knowing it was in here, but I had a good idea that it was something that people weren't able to hook or able to push out. So now I have a new wax ring down here. I got the reinforced version, and I put new closet bolts in there as well. So I like to line it up and just drop it right down on those bolts, and then I set the wax ring just like I'm driving a bus. This is a porcelain bus with no window. And then I can check if I need shims. This one feels really level. I'm going to check my supply line. This one has some wear in it, and actually there's some corrosion inside it. So they're getting a new supply line. Now I'm just putting on those flange bolts and make sure I don't need to put any shims in there. While I'm at it, I'm going to fix this toilet seat. It's loose and a little misaligned. So I'll fix that mounting there and get that back on. So once all that's done, I'm actually going to clean it. I put bleach in here. I disinfect everything I touch basically. And I got the gloves on, so it's a good point to make my gloves get clean too. You know, don't be afraid to, put these gloves on and do it. That's why we get paid the big bucks, right? And there we go. The toilet's working again. Give us a shout. Leave us a comment if you have a better way to get a toothbrush out of the halfway point in a toilet trap.